call today. This is Bernardine in Atlanta. Do we have Jeff on, by the way, before we get started?
We do. We do. Hey, Bernard.
Okay, Jeff, right now, I know you're kind of multitasking, so to
Yep.
speak. Jeff,
Yeah.
I tell you, and Jeff, by the way, is going to be on this telephone. That tells you how dedicated he is. He's out there, look like really, really having a good time where he's at. I'll let him tell you where he is. But this is Bernard in Atlanta. And the one thing we want to do before we start this call, very, very important. And Jeff, do you have that disclaimer, or would you like for me to just tell them what it is?
I could probably do it from memory, but
I could do it. Well, I tell you what, it's very, very simple, people. It's very, very simple. Go ahead and say it, Jeff, and then I'm gonna highlight it.
absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for being here for our stories call. And I am here at the Chili Cook-Off in Thermopolis, Wyoming. There's a live band on stage. It's just been an incredible event, and thank you for being here with all of us today. So what I'm going to state here, and I don't know, see if I can spotlight myself. Let me
Well, actually, I'm
go to
looking at
that.
it. I
There we
got
go.
you, Jeff.
All right, thank you. I just want to say these statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is for educational purposes only and includes recent advances in research on micronutrients. Engage, the micronutrient company, does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. However, Engage's products are formulated to address nutritional deficiencies and supply the body with the required nutrients. Nothing here is meant to be a substitute for professional medical treatment or a consultation with your primary healthcare provider. So those of you that are on here today, as you share your testimonies in regards to the MicroDaily products, just open up your heart and share with others, because it's really, the facts tell, but it's the stories that sell. So thank you again for being here. Here's a little bit of my background. Just a beautiful little overcast day. We're here at the fairgrounds. If you can see, there's the stands, and we're at a chili cook-off. We've had close to 400 people here. They had 17 different entries in the chili cook-off, but it's just been an amazing opportunity to be part of it. And yes, absolutely took the digestive enzymes before we actually ate the chili, and a half hour before that, we did the GLP-1 Boost. So I hope many of you that are on here today are going to share your experiences with the GLP-1 Boost. But yeah, just an amazing opportunity. Thank you, Bernard, and all of my other co-hosts for being here today. It's great to see that we've got so many people on, including Dr. Kedar Prasad, the world's foremost expert on micronutrition and supplementation. Those of you who know me and know how just excited I am that we are at this point in history with these products and Dr. Prasad. I referenced the GLP-1 Boost half hour before we started eating chili, and it is just amazing what this product is doing. And so I'm hoping many of you come on, because it's been just about a week. For those of us that are experiencing the GLP-1 Boost, some of us are a week and a couple of days, some of us just right at a week. But to share your experiences and what has gone on, we are recording this, and we would love to be able to share your testimony with others that are not only on this call, but as we move into the next few weeks here. This is such an incredible opportunity and timing for uh, these approaches to weight loss. In fact, one of the people that we're working with, Dr. Gregerson, has done extremely well with the GLP-1 Boost, and she refers to it as the hunger hack. It's a way to manage your hunger, and so she's referring to Dr. Prasad's GLP-1 Boost being the greatest hunger hack that there is out there. And truly, when it comes down to it, I think she's spot on. So, Bernard, I'm going to be here on my phone, and if you want to go ahead and just invite anyone else to on to share their testimony to begin with, that would
Oh,
that would be awesome. So let's turn it back to you and see if we can't get a hand raised.
okay.
And Dr. Prasad, myself, we're just going to sit back in the wings and listen to these testimonies. And stick around, because I'm going to share my testimony with you as we get further into the meetings. So Bernard,
Okay.
back over to you.
Very good. Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you so much. Let me just say from the beginning, people, that there's a lot of good stories in your head, but it doesn't matter unless it makes it to your mouth. And I will say this: I have never heard as many stories as what I've been hearing for the last couple of months about our products. And I believe that GLP-1 Boost has actually just added on to the many stories that's going on. So we're going to get right into it, but I want to really highlight, please, 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 there are a lot of new people on here that really want to hear is Dr. Prasad products as validated as it is. But before we get started, Dr. Prasad, you're anxious to hear what's going on. Let's give you about 1 or 2 minutes to encourage these people to let you know what's going on. Are you excited about this?
Yes, I'm very excited to hear from people because whenever you have new baby, you always wonder about their health, and therefore it is like my baby, and so I will make sure that it is healthy
Oh,
and nobody is getting sick or a bad reaction. And so I will be very happy to hear any story that you have to say, good or bad. I mean.
but well, I don't think we're gonna hear too many bad stories, Dr. Prasad. I believe it's all gonna be good. So let's get started right away because we want to really hear from everyone. And of course, it's coming straight from Bolivia. So we're gonna go ahead and invite
Yes, Joy.
Joyce. Go
Joyce
ahead
and
and
Ed
get us
is always
started.
very supportive.
Okay. This is about a congenital genetic blood disorder from birth that is uncurable. We had told her husband and her son's stories. We didn't know the caretaker, who's in mid-70s, had this problem. And, the husband, he started talking again after 10 years after stroke, starting taking the micro daily, and his diabetes went away, and the son's horrible tinnitus went away. And the caretaker was getting tired till she started taking it. She took it for 2 years, and guess what? She had microcytosis. This is a genetic disorder from birth, and it causes red blood cells to be too large and can't carry enough oxygen. Anyway, so she took the micro daily for 2 years, and her doctor tried to call her 12 times. He doesn't call anybody. Nobody gets well, right? And he says, you don't have it anymore. You don't need me. So I have two theories, Dr. Prasad. One, she was so good about taking it day and night, day and night, day and night for 2 years that maybe whatever he was measuring didn't show up. Or maybe the genes stuck the right way after all that long a time. I don't know. But the amazing thing is nobody gets over this, and her doctor is convinced that she is over it.
That's good story.
Excellent.
Thank
Excellent.
you,
What do you
guys.
think about that, Dr. Prasad?
Thank you, Joyce. This is amazing. Some of the gene defect that you are talking about, gene defect but gene defect per certain produces toxic chemicals. And if you block the toxic, like some in some cases, oxidative stress, inflammation, and if you block them, then genes remain mutated or damaged, but the action of that gene, you prevented it. And that is what's happening in this case. That there's a gene defect. I published a paper about the gene defect. So gene defect, people think that you can't do anything. Yeah, you can't do anything in terms of the fixing the defect, but you can prevent their action. The consequences of gene defect is always there is more of this, more of oxidative stress, more of this abnormality. And if you block it by antioxidant, then the effect, gene defect remain there structurally, mutation, but the action of that, you block that action, and therefore you are in a good health.
Dr. Prasad, you're amazing. Actually, you introduced something new to us today. As people are telling stories, you may have little things you can add as to why these things are going on the way they are. And that's really a good feature to this. So I just want to thank you for doing that. So we're going to go right and keep moving because we want to get as many stories as possible. We have Sonia Barnes that's going to be on, and we're going to go ahead and spotlight her also. And let's see what
Sonia.
Sonia,
Yes,
if you could
Sonia
start the video,
here.
that is. Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
Sonia.
this
We're
is
going to have the spotlight, and you're
yeah.
going to talk to Dr. Prasad and tell him exactly what you have experienced, and we're excited to hear it.
Thank you. If you hear my background, my husband is driving. It's not really me. Thank you very much, Bernard, for this opportunity. I'm always so excited and ready to tell my story because it was almost 3 years ago when I had a problem with my left knee. It was so swollen. The 2 orthopedics told me that I needed to have the fluid removed and consider knee replacement. To make it short, I was introduced to the Zoom call, and when I went and I heard all these testimonies, the next day, Coraline and her and the team, let me say it that way, they helped to purchase the micro daily EMF, the micro daily brain boost, and most of the products. And let me tell you something, when I went back to the orthopedics, known to the fact that going to church, I'm a church lady, I love to run around and praise the Lord, and I could hardly do that. So after taking the micro daily, about say 4 or 5 days, I woke up one morning, there was no more pain in my knee, the swelling was gone, and I eventually went back and asked the doctor, now, doctor, what is the status of my knee? Because they wanted me to have knee replacement. He said, Sonia, all you have was arthritis. And let me tell you, this is going on 3 years now that I have never felt any more pain. But that's not all the story, Hen. It was about 6 weeks. I went to the doctor. She had me. I did blood work. And she said to me, Sonia, did you know that in 2023, they saw something on your liver? I said, doctor, nobody told me about that. So she said, what happened? I want you to go back and do more blood work and then come back to me. I called Coraline, my upline. I said, Coraline, this is what the doctor told me. What should I do? Because I heard people talk about having liver problem and it was gone. She said, Sonia, triple up the micro daily 3 times in the morning and 3 in the evening. And I did that. Dr. Prasad, I went back last week, and to my surprise, I'm not surprised because God is good. And through your work, that there was nothing found on my liver. Nothing on my liver. But not only that, I went back Monday and she declared me diabetes free. I had diabetes.
Wow.
In fact, when I was first diagnosed, it was almost 600. I was in the hospital. I was taking the insulin, and I'm not even taking that for almost a year now because I believe in microdaily. And I'm consistent with it. I told people, some of them, they take it here and every now and again they stop it. You cannot get the benefit in your body unless you're consistent. Some people, they will stay there with their sickness and they wait until their life is almost ready to leave their body. Then when they're gone, all these bills are left upon their family members. But let me tell you something. If you love you, are going to take care of you. You are going to take, and I'm so glad I took charge of me. I'm on my own rescue. Doctor, I'll be 72 years in October coming. And I am fit as a fiddle. I'm feeling good. I can run around my church and praise God. So let me tell you, thank you very much, Bernard, because I can go.
Goodness.
I can talk about
you can talk and you can walk.
Yes.
And boy, you may be
Yes.
72, but you definitely came out about 20 years old on this call. Dr.
Yeah.
Prasad, she
Yeah.
said, and by the way, thank you, Sonia, for bringing
You're
out
welcome.
because you brought out some stuff that me and Dr. Prasad are going to talk about for a second. And Corleen, we're going to bring Corleen on this because Corleen
Yes.
is one of the leaders that actually, let's see, she didn't start the video, but anyway, she's invited to do so. She brought out, you got to be consistent. He said, this happened with her, and of course, we can go ahead and admit, and microdel is not meant to treat, diagnose, or cure anything, but nevertheless, these are people's stories as anecdotal, and it happened to her. So I'm going to go ahead and spotlight.
Jonathan, I mean, Bernard, I just want to jump in real quick. Here's the funny
Yeah,
part.
that's what I was going to say. I was going to bring you in and let you tell us a little bit about this situation.
Here's the most amazing part about Sonia Barnes' testimony. Every time she tells it, I was like, that's not right. That's not right. We sent this product to Sonia because she had COVID. We sent it to her because she had COVID. And then the next time we heard, she had this amazing testimony, you guys. So we sent it to her for one reason, and you can see what has happened since. So I'm going to turn it back over because I got a call coming in. I'll be right back.
All right, Corleen, we're gonna hear from you. I think we're gonna hear from quite a few of your people. Okay, Dr. Prasad, what do you have to say about this before we go to the next person? Please, we're waiting to hear your testimony. Dr. Prasad, he said some things that were very interesting because this happened to a lot of my people. Now, people with knee replacement feel that microdaily does not benefit them. But here's one that came on and gave her story, and especially whether it's the kidneys or the liver, they take the microdaily consistently, get it in their body, and over a period of time, wonderful things start happening. Give us about a 2-minute. What's happening with this with Sonia?
Yeah, for example, she was saying this, there was some problem with the liver. I presume it was liver cyst, which is very common to many people, cyst in the liver. And it is very well known, and it is all published. And I give you one example, that the antioxidant can totally dissolve the cyst. And when I was in Denver, one of my postdoctoral fellow had his nose was swelling, like his nose was becoming bigger and bigger. So he went to the doctor. The doctor said, "Oh, your nose have a cyst, and so you have to have surgery after a week." And so he came to me like very depressed and said, "What happened?" I said, "Your nose is big." He said, "Yeah, doctor said I have a cyst." So at that time, I just discovered vitamin E succinate. So I said, didn't have any product at the time. So I said, just why don't you go in the marketplace and get just vitamin E succinate alone? And he went there and bought some vitamin E succinate. After a week, I said, your nose is becoming smaller. And then in 2 weeks, it was normal. I said, why don't you go to the doctor and see what he says? He went to the doctor. Doctor said, you have no cyst. You don't require surgery. So this is one experience I have in my lab, just with vitamin E succinate alone. You can imagine. Because vitamin E succinate is very potent anti-cancer. Anytime you have, and cyst means you have some abnormality in cell proliferation. And if it's not treated, it could get converted to cancer as well. But like breast cyst in breast, for example, same thing. But so I'm glad to hear that when you see these kind of things again and again, then you say, that may be real.
Well, you know something, Dr. Prasad, what I like what Sonia did. Sonia not only told what microdaily helped her with, but she gave everybody on the call a formula that she's taking. She says she's taking 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. Of course, she's taking that with probiotic because you know all the sicknesses start in the gut. So it's very, very important. People don't ever take micro daily without getting that probiotic in there, so you'll be able to actually utilize it 100%. Do you agree, Dr. Prasad?
Yeah, and also that she has a diabetes, well known. Many people who are diabetes getting very benefit, and because when there are two mechanisms that we have in our product. One what happens when your body has oxidative state inflammation, the insulin receptor get damaged. And when insulin receptor get damaged, that there is another molecule called AKT cannot be activated. And if they cannot be activated, glucose cannot enter into the cell. That's a requirement. But what happens, say in her case, that she was taking insulin, but obviously it was not working as well. But for example, in a omega-3, we have a compound, omega-3 by itself, will activate directly AKT molecule, not via insulin receptor, but directly activate, and then glucose can get into the cell. So,
Oh, you just turned us on to something. You said not only micro daily and probiotic, but you should especially get in the omega-3.
yeah.
Okay. And especially now micro daily is patented for diabetes. Is that correct?
And also, the, for example, collagen peptides. Collagen peptide has a inhibitor of DPP4. And inhibitor DPP4, as you know, destroy GLP-1 and prevent the secretion and production of insulin from pancreas to the blood. And so there's another advantage in our product. That's why people with diabetes feel so good when they take our product, and sometimes they could get hypoglycemic. So I always warn that make sure when you are doing our product and taking medication at the same time, then you monitor your blood very closely.
I love it. Well, we're going to move on because we can keep on going about diabetics, but we have some people that have called me and they're on this phone. I don't want to call you out, but you have some stories about the GLP, and I basically want to hear about some of that too. So
Yeah.
once again, this is going to be our next person that's going to give us something about your products. It could be any of them, but of course, we're prioritizing GLP. If anyone has had any results from it, and it's only been out for a week, but some people are getting results already. Well, I will go ahead and tell you one, and it's something with my wife. My wife is not really big about giving the digestive boost. She loves it. It works. For some reason, she forgets to take it 20 minutes before she eats. But what she have noticed is that constipation has been eliminated since she's been on this product. And I don't, she gets up every day and she says, I don't feel bloated since I've been on this. And she said, my hormones just seem balanced. And I didn't expect the constipation deal to happen, but nevertheless, it did happen. So, and then we got Gretchen coming up next. So let's go ahead, Dr. Prasad. Did you expect it to have the GLP-1 to have any effect on people that may have constipation, or is that just happened to be Michelle having that positive effect? Dr. Prasad, are you there?
Oh yeah, what did you say?
No, I said, my wife is not experiencing any constipation. She doesn't take the GLP, the digestive boost often as she should, but I noticed since she's been on this product for 1 week, she have not had any constipation issues, and she's had a balance in her hormones. What was it meant to?
This is very, very important finding, which I didn't expect it. But don't forget that these are all herbs. These herbs have many other functions in addition to increasing the GLP-1. Most of them act as an antioxidant, anti-inflammation, and some other function that we are not aware of. So I'm not surprised that constipation got improved. Actually, as you know, if you take Ozempic, one of the things is that people develop constipation. And this is one of the characteristic feature of Ozempic. But they blame it to GLP-1, but I'm not sure it is because of GLP-1 or it is because of the polypeptide that increases the GLP level. As you know, the Ozempic is nothing but is a polypeptide of 31 amino acids, and then binds with the receptor of GLP-1, and that increase the production of GLP-1. And so right now, all the toxicities that you observe in many acute toxicity, diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, and all these things, after Ozempic, they are blaming on GLP-1. And if our product, say most of them people don't suffer from these kind of acute during treatment, acute toxicity like diarrhea, constipation, and these kind of things, then I would say they observe Ozempic toxicity is not related to GLP-1. It is related to polypeptide by itself, which Ozempic is.
You know what? That's one wonderful thing. Right now we have 114 devices. We're going to say keep inviting your people because you're going to get information here. But what I've learned is that everyone on here that has that GLP-1, by them giving you feedback, it's all part of you making an examination to see how effective it is.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives you that feedback to be able to make it even better maybe in the future.
Yeah.
So these stories are very, very important, people, because it's giving Dr. Prasad the necessary information. They can say, okay, this is working well, XYZ. So let's go ahead to the next one, because I want to make sure we get everyone. And please, if you have a story, please put your hands up. Gretchen, we're going to go ahead and spotlight you, and you're able to talk with Dr. Prasad. And let's see, there you go. And Gretchen, go ahead and tell Dr. Prasad what your experience is, and perhaps he's going to give some feedback on yours.
Okay, now I'm not talking about the GLP-1, although I am taking it,
Okay.
and I
Whichever
have
one you're
noticed,
talking about.
I
Whichever
have
one you want.
noticed I'm losing already with it, so I'm excited about that. And but what I wanted to mention, I unfortunately got the flu, and it was a bad one. And I tested myself for COVID, so it was negative. But what happened was I lost my voice, and the cough was like really deep into my lungs. So something I was told to do was, instead of just drinking down the micro daily, because I take the EMF powder form, hydro form, and he said to not just drink it down, but to gargle first and then drink it. And I'm telling you, that morning, I could not talk. I had no voice. And it was almost within 30 seconds, I could talk. And then my voice never went away again. I couldn't believe it. I called Wilma, and Wilma said, "Is that you?" And I said, "Yes, I got my voice back." She said, "What happened?" And I told her what I did. And I could not believe it. And it was like, from that time on, I didn't lose my voice anymore. And I started doing it like to see if it would help to break up the congestion. And it did. It's taken time, but I know for a fact that the person that I was riding with, she had to go to the hospital and get medication. So I know that the micro daily stopped me from having it turn into such a negative situation for me to have to do the same. But it may have taken me a little while to get rid of it, but I didn't have to take any medication. I took Theraflu to help me sleep, but pretty much because I didn't have any sleep. I didn't have any sleep boosts, but I took the Theraflu to help me sleep. But I know for a fact that the micro daily really kept my energy up and kept me from not feeling bad, even though I had the congestion and I was getting tired of coughing. I still had such a different experience with it than what I felt when I was sick like that before. So I just have to give you complete kudos for that, Dr. Prasad. I am so glad that I was introduced to this. It has been really good for me in so many different ways. So many different ways.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, there you go, Dr. Prasad. Thank you so much, Gretchen. And it's always wonderful to hear, you take micro daily for one thing, and it wound up helping you with another. Now she was she's taking the GLP-1 too, so we don't know whether even that may have had something, because you said a little earlier that it had antioxidant and oxidant in it.
Yeah, that's very
Okay.
interesting. But also
All right.
the taking the hydroform the way it took it, as you know, hydroform get quickly absorbed and distributed uniformly. And so for that kind of acute cases, I think it was a good idea that she took the hydroform and not drink at once, but slowly. And that has an impact, immediate impact on her body, because when you have that kind of acute situation, your body has a lot of inflammation. And once it gets down regulated, then you suddenly feel better.
Wow. And she said she gargled with it. Did y'all catch that? She gargled with it.
Yeah, like, just keep mouth for a few seconds so that it get absorbed quickly and doesn't have to go through your system. And so it's almost bilingual in the mouth, through tongue and everything, get quick absorption. Even though you 30 seconds, there will be more absorption rather than quick. So for acute type of that kind of thing, she made a good decision to do that.
Yeah, I need a number.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go ahead and
Okay.
add. Okay, well, let me see.
Wait a
Do we
minute.
have a
I want to know.
hold
What
on a
the number
second.
is?
We have some. Do we have any co-hosts here to catch who that is?
There's
Okay,
one hand.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go ahead with Dolores Levette. And Dolores, we're gonna go ahead and add you to the spotlight. Go ahead and tell your story.
Well, first of all, thank you, Dr. Prasad, for your products. I go all the way back with Microdaily. The micronutrients are excellent for whatever ails you. Believe me, whatever comes up with me, my family, all I need to know: do you have some Microdaily? Whether it's a headache, if you get a headache, like Gretchen was saying about gargling with the hydro, open up to some capsules, put them up under your tongue, hold them there for a while, drink some water, and I guarantee you, you're gonna feel better. But those micronutrients help everybody. I have grandbabies, great grandbabies taking the vitamins, and they're doing excellent. So your products, people really need to look into them, and not just look into them, but they need to take them, because taking Microdaily micronutrients help you to be able to fight whatever it is you need to fight, because it optimizes your immune system. And we do need all of them. I mean, some people might say, well, I just want the vitamins, but the vitamins without the probiotic, you're not really doing yourself the favor that you could get if you got the probiotic. But you need the omega-3 also, and the collagen. So those products are excellent. Try them. I guarantee you, if you try them, you're going to feel better, and you'll be telling other people about it as well. Thank you, Dr. Prasad. Thank you, Bernard.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gretchen, for that story. And
Gretchen.
Gretchen,
It's not Gretchen. It's not Gretchen.
I mean, not Gretchen. I'm sorry. That's my fault. For some reason, I still had Gretchen in my head. So thank you so much, Dolores.
You're
okay,
welcome.
very good. All right, then. And I'm glad you correct me, because you're good enough to carry multiple names.
I don't know about that.
All right, let's move on to New York. We have James on the line. James, if you can unmute as well as give us your spotlight, we'd like for you to come on so we can actually spotlight you.
I wanted to mention about how the CBD has helped me in so many ways. I had stopped taking them for a time, and I noticed my hip started hurting again. So I was, I'm gonna try to get back on my CBD. I got back on that. The pain started to go away. And I'm in the process of ordering me some of the GL1. I just got to get in touch with them. But I just wanted to say, Dr. Prasad, how you have changed my life because I was very sickly at one time. But now I can say that you, along with Jehovah, have changed my life.
You look younger than I saw you in the beginning.
And you too.
I think his beard is becoming. Thank you so much, James. We really, really appreciate that. And we get stories like that all the time, Dr. Prasad. That is everybody's stuff. Thank you all over the place. But we're going to have one of our leaders. We're going to make sure that she comes in. She usually always has something good to really share with us. Well, Corleen, we're going to go with you first, and then we'll continue with the other hands.
Okay. So thank you, Bernard, for hosting this call today. It's amazing when people hear testimonies. We did a call the other night, and we have a couple of Sonias on our team, and the other Sonia shared her testimony. And after the call, one of the guests signed up. So you guys, sharing your testimonies are so important. So I'm going to nominate one of my team members to come up and share her testimony. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I accidentally hit something, so that's my fault. But go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to call up Miss Fulvia Esteban. Fulvia's testimony. And so I'm going to help her a little on the front end because sometimes she leaves out some real major details. Like she was incubated for 6 months, or 3 months, and then in the hospital for 6 months and just very sick. And when you hear her story now and see how well she's doing, Miss Fulvia I know she can't open her camera. She's just had eye surgery. But you guys, I want you to hear her testimony. Miss Fulvia, can you please open up your mic?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Fulvia.
As Corleen was stating, I was diagnosed with COVID-19 a few years ago, and I experienced so much negative from chronic pulmonary issues, severe inflammation in my lungs, breathing problems, on oxygen 24/7. I was on the ventilator for a bit. And then I was also told I came to death's door 3 times. I had sleepless nights, crazy nightmares, skin problems, balancing problems, constipation, you name it, hemorrhoids, loss of my taste bud and a sense of smell, brain fog, and all of that. Basically, at the end, my muscles died. I had to learn to walk and do things for myself. A lot of discomfort in my body and pain. But I can honestly tell you today, I no longer have any of those symptoms, none of those things I can do for myself. Excuse me. And I just thank the Micro Daily products and Dr. Prasad. These products have put life back into my body and a whole lot more. I'm trying to keep it down, keep the timing down. She also stated about my eye surgery. It's getting better. I still have no sight in the right eye. The left eye is coming around. So y'all just keep me in prayer because I know I will see clearly again, but I feel good other than the vision and the other stuff before, which I no longer suffer. I even had knee problems. They wanted to do surgery and all that. And guess what? Since I took them products, doctor said, whatever you're doing, keep doing. He wasn't interested in the product, but I didn't need no surgery no more. Thank God.
Thank you, Fulvia.
For Corleen, what do you think about that? You're the one that helped her out with that. And by the way, what is she taking? I think everybody on here wonder because
she takes
everything. Everything. All the boosters, everything, you name it, I got it. I take them daily. Right now, I'm doing double and tripling dosaging. So yes,
There's something that's really special about her, and that is she's coachable. So she listens to like the suggestions. We suggest this. And
yes.
we've done three-way calls with Jeff through the whole process. Did she tell you the diabetes was gone?
Yeah.
It's not gone, but it's much, much better. It's all low.
Manageable now.
Yeah.
Reduce the amount of medication she's on. So
Oh yeah.
she's just, and the interesting part about Fulvia is this is the first time she's ever done network marketing or anything.
Yes.
So she's
Yes.
learning how to do this, but she is an excellent testimony.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you, Fulvia.
Yeah, you know something is interesting, Corleen, about this. I don't even look at this company and business to be a network marketing business, and I'm gonna tell you why. Most of your network marketing businesses have good products, but they're not as good as these ones. This is a unique situation because I think most people you cannot find who made their products. But we have a man sitting right before us, 90 years old, have dedicated most of his life to putting these products together. And of course, they come from the military, get it further validation. So I believe that I believe, Corleen, to be honest with you, this goes way beyond network marketing. It's direct sales, but incredible. And you know what? I got to keep going because Horace Fulton, Horace Darnell, you were next, and then we'll go to Steele. I'm gonna leave you on here, Corleen, because you are one of the top leaders, and I've been trying to get you on here for the longest. I'm not going to miss this opportunity. So we'll just add to the spotlight. And
You know,
with
this kind of testimony, I always wonder why the company is growing so slowly. You know, I mean, nobody will believe that. But I mean, you hear all this testimony, many people.
Dr. Prasad, I think we are going to do a much better job of sharing our products. And that's why this call is so important, because if you invite guests here, they can hear the testimonies. There's so much stuff out there, right? There's so much stuff out there, but nobody has what you have created. And all of us that are affiliates have to make sure that we recognize that and that we are willing to go out and share it. The first thing that Fulvia has done that's so important is she's a product of the product and she has a testimony.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly. And another thing to keep in mind, Dr. Prasad, is that most companies grow fast, but they disappear fast.
Mm-hmm.
So this company here, we're taking time to explain your products to people so that they will be one that we have a higher retention. So this company can be somewhat like a train. It may move out the station a little slower, but it's speeding up more and more and more. And I know we get 80 and 90 years old. It's like we want it now, but a lot of times it's going to take a moment.
I mean,
but
I take everything that Fulvia mentioned every day.
Yeah.
And that's why at the age of 90 plus now, I'm still functional mentally, physically. I look reasonably well. And,
that's what you look.
Yeah. 90 years old. I still can't believe it. I believe that you somewhere perpetrated your birth certificate, but we ain't gonna talk about that on here. We go ahead with Horace. Go ahead. What did Horace disappear?
No, I'm here.
Okay, Horace, we're gonna have you on here with us, and we're gonna go ahead and add you onto it. But go ahead and tell us your story, and I'm gonna keep going because it looked like it's okay. Go ahead, Horace.
Okay, mine is about Dr. Prasad is about the GLP-1. I've been on it now for I guess about 7 or 8 days, almost 2 weeks. And when I got on the scales, I was about 230 pounds. And I've been a big person all my life. And I didn't want to all of a sudden start losing weight, because what happens is you look sickly when you start to lose weight. Your body gets small, but you still got the big head and you just look sickly and funny. And I didn't want to look that way. So anyway, I got on the scales, and one day after I took it, I lost 2 pounds. I lost 2 pounds. So I said, okay, that's great. So next couple of days, I lost 2 more pounds. And I got down to 20, from 230 to 224.5. Now, for the last few days, Dr. Prasad, I have not lost a pound, but I still feel healthy. I still have that full feeling, and I just don't feel hungry during the day. Beverly has to get on me about, did you eat today? And I can't lie to her and say, yeah, I ate today. So I said, no, I didn't. She said, that's not good for you. But Dr. Prasad, I'm taking the collagen. I'm taking the probiotic every day. I'm taking the omega-3. I'm taking the digestive boost and the heart boost, the brain boost and the eye boost. So I'm doing good, Dr. Prasad. I have no bad feelings or anything like that. I do have the energy and everything, but the appetite, I'm just not hungry during the daytime after I take my products.
That's
so
good,
now
but
I'm doing something
remember,
wrong.
you have to take some protein every day, even though you don't feel like.
Right.
Sometimes some protein, some carbs, some fat daily.
Right.
And
Okay.
this way you won't lose the muscle, because
Right.
that's very important. And so, but I'm glad that you didn't feel any side effects, and you also lost some weight. I mean, that's the first evidence
And
that.
he got plenty of liquids in there, Dr. Prasad. His head don't look big.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Horace. We appreciate it. We're going to have to move on, though.
Right.
Okay, then. Very
Very
good.
much.
Bernard,
Yes,
this
go
is
ahead.
Fulvia again. I got one more thing, one more short testimony.
Okay,
I
go ahead.
started the Heart Boost about 2.5 months ago. My cholesterol at that time was like 248.
Wow.
I had lab works done last week. I went back to the doctor on Friday afternoon. And guess what? My
It's normal.
cholesterol is down to 143.
Wow.
Now,
Wow.
don't tell me them products don't work.
By the way, I can validate that because I had a cholesterol problem. I went to my doctor and he looked at me and he says, "What are you doing?" And it was right after I started taking Heart Boost.
Yep.
So thank you so
Yeah.
much, Fulvia. Okay.
All
We're
right.
gonna keep it moving because we want to get everybody. Go ahead, Steele. We're gonna get Steele and then we're gonna get Bear because we're trying to get the people that haven't gotten a chance first. So go ahead, Steele. Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and spotlight you on here. And Corleen, just throw in whatever you need to on that. I'm gonna keep you on here.
All right, I'm just going to mute myself. I am at my mom's house, so I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
I heard you mention something about the products not working for knee replacement. However,
no, I said it does work.
okay.
It may not work for everybody the way it worked for him.
Okay, well, I found that when I had my first knee replacement, I was using it. And then when I had the second one, I kept saying to myself, what is it I'm doing different this time that I didn't do the first time? And I realized that I was not taking my hydro as I did the first one. So ever since I started taking it again, I'm healing faster. Everything is going fine, and now I find myself walking better and everything.
Good.
But I had a long time that I wasn't. I was struggling.
Sure.
She brought out something interesting, actually. I'm going to keep you on there for a second.
Great.
And Corleen, maybe you could throw in something on this. Have you found that certain people react differently to the different hydros, like the original certain people love, the hydro certain people love, they give with the capsules, some with the powder. And of course the methylated. Somebody called me up and told me they didn't know the methylated was as good as it is. What do you find on that, Corleen?
Well, actually, Bernard, I'm going to say that because of a conversation I had with you about your wife using both, I decided to start doing that with my mom, who's 90 years old. So I have not been giving her the micro daily EMF, but I've been giving her the micro daily original. And it seems like she's like, because, she has a little extra energy and all of that sometimes. So it seems like she's a little calmer. She's definitely very regular She is, when I look at my mom's numbers are probably better than half of the folks on this call. Like her oxygen is 99%, okay? And she's 90 years old, right?
Yeah.
Her blood pressure was 137, I think, over 65 or something like that.
Just like mine.
You know, so yeah, like Dr. Prasad. So, you know, I think the thing that's interesting to me when I hear Miss Steele speak is, why did she stop taking it? Like she said, she stopped taking it. And so one of the things that we really need to help people understand is micro daily, it should be just that, daily. You take it every day, Bernard. You don't take it just when you're sick. You take it every day. And then you look like Dr. Prasad, right?
Right.
You know, you don't take it like you have an issue and then you take it. But I think we're so, you know, when you get sick and you go to the doctor, they give you medication. And you take the medication for a short period of time, and after you're done with it. That's not what we do here. So if we could just get everyone that's on this call to just commit that I will take my product every day, twice a day, and then come back, and you'll have all kind of testimonies to share.
Wonderful, wonderful. In fact, I had someone ask me recently, she said, how long do I have to take this? I said, well, how long do you want to live?
Absolutely.
She got the point. All right, let's go with Beverly. I think you have one, and then we're going to go to Barbara, and then we'll come to Ed.
Good afternoon.
Down to time. That's why I'm rushing it a little bit. Go ahead,
Okay.
Beverly.
Good afternoon, everyone. Just wanted to clarify something that Dr. Prasad said to my husband, that he should still eat even though he doesn't feel like it. Because that was my big thing with him. He would not eat. Not even sometimes I don't think his one, I can't watch him 24 hours a day, but he doesn't eat when I think he should eat. Some protein, like you say, some vegetable, even if it's just protein and
Tiny
vegetables.
amount, just even tiny amount.
Tiny bit.
Yeah.
Horace Donnell, you heard that? Okay.
Yeah, men are stubborn people. I hate to tell y'all that. You know, this company is mostly women because the women will actually adhere to the format. The men, we almost have to be laying down with our tongue hanging on the ground for us to take something. So thank you so much.
One more thing. I lost 4 pounds as well. I certainly did. I'm very pleased with that. There are some little things that I had to tweak. Yes, because I have acid reflux really, really bad, and it started to act up. I don't know. I can't say what it was that made it act up, but I tweaked some things. It's gotten a lot better. I feel a lot better, and I am eating my vegetables and protein.
Good.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Bev. No, we're going to go right straight to Barbara. Barbara, will go ahead and if you can actually camera ready, we love to see you, but if you don't, we understand. Go ahead, Barbara.
Okay, sorry you can't see me at this time, but anyway, I've been with the company going on 2 years. I'm on everything basically that the company have. I had spine surgery on October the 24th last year. The doctor said I did so good, he couldn't believe it. He asked me to get off of it before my surgery, but I immediately got back on it. I do have the GLP. I have not started taking it yet because I want to do it like Dr. Prasad say. I'm out of my a couple of my things. And anyway, it's just like that right now. But I was on the Ozempic and I've gained 4 pounds back that I lost. I can't wait until I get my 2 items that I really need. I want to do it the right way, because once I get the weight off, I want to keep it off. Oh Lord, you see my face? Let me get my face off of here.
Well, you still look beautiful there, Barbara.
No, I don't. But anyway, look, I want to say this. I want to say this. My spine, my back is beautiful. I'm still having problems walking because I have drop foot. I don't know if you all know what that is, but I cannot move my left foot. And the doctor told me that the surgery probably wouldn't correct that because it's dealing with my nerves. All of my nerves were kind of like he said dead. They were on my spine and he had to take them off. But all I got to say, when I'm on the product, I have energy. Everybody say, how you do this? I do so much till the next day I'm throwing down. So my problem is trying to slow down when I feel good, but I give all the credit to Dr. Prasad, Micro Daily, and all the products. And like the sister said, you got to take them. You got to take them regular. And I love taking all of them. I had eye problems. Somebody told me, you don't need to take the eye boost. I stopped taking it. I went back to the doctor. She had to put me back on the drops. But I'm back on my eye boost. I'm going to be on my Omega. I'm on my heart boost. I'm on my Micro Daily, and I'm on my Hydro. And I could truly say I'm thankful to Almighty God Jehovah for this product and you, Dr. Prasad, and the team.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we're down to the last about 4 minutes. So we're going to try to get the last 3 in here, no more. Ed and Joyce Howard, if you're camera ready, we'll have you on there. If not, we understand.
Yes, actually, Joyce talked earlier. I was listening. What happened, Dr. Prasad, that I think I mentioned in an email, we had to put some piping on the front of a 3-story building. And Joyce went over the edge on top, and it was a lot of work, right? But what was interesting was I've used a lot of PVC in my life, PVC glue, and Joyce has too. At one point, we glued a whole football field full of 4-inch PVC piping. And we used the respirators. We both sensed effects of those PVC glue. Well, I took some extra, like you'd recommended, took some extra Hydro and also the Micro Daily EMF while we were doing the job, and it gave us a lot of energy. And also, I had no effects from the PVC cement, which you usually do. You'll taste it in your mouth, even though you're using your respirator and all that. So I just wanted to thank you and kind of fill in a few details on that. But it was very pleasant to be able to continue on because we were breaking holes in brick walls and cutting holes in brick walls, so very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you so much, Ed. And Twain, I just feel cold looking at Ed. Bolivia is very cold. Thank you so much, Ed, for that. And we're going to move on to the
69.
last 2.
That's a 68.
Okay, wow. Okay, let's move on to Tammy. Go ahead, Tammy, and then the last one will be Barbara. And then we'll get a few comments from Dr. Prasad.
So real quick about the GLP-1. 12 days ago, my results are similar to Horace's. But one thing that I've rarely been able to do is wear a bracelet. I don't have one on today, but I had these fat wrists, and now they are flat. I'm usually puffy. I can't get a bracelet on, and now I can even wrap my fingers around my wrist. So
wow.
Thank you for that, Dr. Prasad. And also, I recently had blood work done, and my doctor said for the first time in 7 years, I am in the green on all but 2 items. My bad cholesterol was 130, but it dropped 16 points to 114. So it still has to come down. And my A1C was 8.9, but it dropped to 7.4. So those are still the 2 things that are in the red, but it's slowly moving to the green. So thank you so much, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you for telling
You're welcome.
And finally, thank you so much for that. And finally, we get to our last one. That would be Christine. If you're camera ready, Christine, that's fine.
I'm not well. I just want.
If you're not, it's understandable.
Okay, I have 2 quick questions. One is, I wanted to know, what did Dr. Prasad say about the gentleman that his nose was swelling and he took something and it went down? Does that? What was that, Dr. Prasad? You said vitamin something.
Oh, I don't get it. Didn't understand the question.
No, she was asking about swelling what product really bring the swelling down. I think it was said by actually Tammy. And
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy said, Tammy, you want to just quickly say what brought that swelling down so quick? And then I'll go ahead and end this call. Go ahead.
Hey, one more question. GLP, does it matter when you take it? I mean, because I'm not a breakfast eater, so sometimes I don't eat until 12 o'clock. So does that make a difference?
Corleen, you want to answer that one? Or she said, when do she take her GLP?
You take it, if you don't eat breakfast, that's fine. You take it 30 minutes before your first meal.
Just 30 minutes before. Okay, thank you.
There you go.
Hey, Bernard.
Yes,
Dr.
Alfredo.
Prasad said take vitamin E succinate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I said vitamin E succinate not by itself. With our program, with our formula, we have in Micro Daily EMF, we have vitamin E succinate.
Okay.
So you don't take
Yeah,
separate.
exactly. She doesn't have to take it separate. It is in our products.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why she has that swelling diminished so much in so many people. And people, as much as we would love to go on and on,
thank you.
We have come to an end of our testimonials for today. However, we have our top producer here, Corleen, as well as Dr. Prasad.
And Jeff has something.
Dr. Prasad, go ahead.
No, Jeff has something to report too, so you can call Jeff.
Yeah, well, I was hoping. Well, Jeff, I put it on there. Jeff is at another function. I'm not sure whether he's available.
Yeah, I'm available, and I've been part of the call. This has been excellent. All the testimonials, and it's just it really is amazing to think of where we're at. And so I'll just go ahead and add my spotlight up there, Bernard.
You're there.
Okay, awesome. I'm telling you that I'll get on the scales tomorrow morning. I mean, it'll be a week, and I'll tell everybody. But right now, we're down over 4.5 pounds, and I'll get the week. And so it is amazing. And you talked about the wrists. That same thing. My watch isn't fitting like it did. so it's just the little things, and I don't feel like I'm gonna poke somebody's eye out with buttons flying off the front of my shirt. So I'm excited about it. Thank you, and Bernard, you did an excellent job. Just taking us from one testimony to the next. So grateful to be part of all of this.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Now, Dr. Prasad, first of all, Corleen, what would you like to say in ending this call? Because this is testimonials, by the way, and every week we have something different. And we do have an Ask Dr. Prasad weekend, so you'll get a thing on that. But go ahead, Corleen. What ending message would you like to give these 126 people before they leave this call?
Well, I want to thank everyone for taking time out to be here today. And I just want everyone to know how fortunate we are, Bernard, that we get to sit with Dr. Prasad. I mean, how often does that happen? I've never been in a company where I got to meet the formulator. I've never been in a company where, I could call if there was a challenge and I could talk to him and he could walk me through it and do a 3-way call if we had to. So just understand where we are. Dr. Prasad, it may seem like it's taking a long time, but I think we are at a place right now that we are ready to just propel to the top. Would you agree, Bernard? It's time for us to get done.
100%.
Time for us to get done.
I agree.
Yeah. I think everybody would agree. If you guys go over there and put some 5s in the chat or some fireballs or something, if you're ready to go out there and be part of this movement that makes a difference.
Dr. Prasad, do you have something else to end it with?
No, I think I'm very happy to hear testimonial, and that, as I told you, this gives me extra strength and extra reason to live longer because my engaged family is so nice and so pleasant that I'm always willing to help them in any way I can.
Wonderful, wonderful. Dr. Prasad, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Corleen. Thank you for everybody. Would y'all like to unmute and say goodbye to Dr. Prasad?
Bye. Thank you, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you.